turn this down a little bit. I am at work, sitting in my car right before I go in. Oh, sorry, it's like so bright. There we go. That's better, maybe. So, I just posted a video not too long ago. It went live, I think at 6 o'clock, so like 3-4 hours ago, something like that. Doing a rant. I guess you can call it a rant. It wasn't really even a rant. It was more just like a concern video that I have. Basically talking about bullying and harassment in the magic community. I'm going to put a trigger warning for you guys. My allergies are acting up in that video in particular pretty bad. My eyes, if you watch my eyes in the video, they're like very red. And I'm sniffling like every 30 seconds. And a couple times go like this. So if you are triggered by nose picking, do not watch that video because I do it a few times in that video. But I think you guys should watch it anyway because I think the message is very important. I know that the message is important, and I know that it is working out because since I've posted that video, like I said, at 6 o'clock it went up. It's almost 10 now. So 4 hours ago I posted that video. And the amount of people that have slid into my DMs to tell me, to talk shit, to tell me how they didn't like the video, whatever, it shows that I'm having some kind of effect because the people that are getting triggered by the video are also the same people that the video was talking about. For those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about right now, the video that is in question is a rant about the Ronald McDonald performer. He did like a chop cup routine, and spoiler alert, the routine was not very good. It was a pretty rough performance. It looked like he didn't really have much time to practice it, and he did the show anyway. Since posting this, I posted it today, but I actually filmed it on Thursday or Friday last week, I forget exactly, as a response to a couple of posts in different magic groups from a couple of different magicians who are essentially like making fun of the fact that it was such a terrible performance. Now, I am all about offering positive, constructive feedback or constructive criticism or whatever you want to call it when someone has a bad performance. If someone had a bad performance, see, here I go, like I'm about to do this again. So if you're triggered by that kind of stuff, I apologize. Again, my allergies have been acting up. But giving someone constructive feedback is one thing. I also believe in only really giving constructive feedback if the person is open to having constructive feedback. So if someone says, hey, thank you so much for watching this performance. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any advice for me, I'd love to hear it, right? Or if I shoot someone like a private message saying, hey, I watched this performance. I just wanted to, first of all, thank you for sharing this performance. I'm glad that you, had the courage to go up and do it because it's a very difficult thing to perform for people. There were a few things that I think needed improvement though, and I was wondering if you were open to hearing what those things were, right? That is how you offer constructive criticism. The rudest I would ever be about offering constructive criticism is to tell them, hey man, I just wanted to let you know I saw X, Y, and Z. I don't think that you should have done that. I think you should have done this instead. Hopefully in the future you consider this and maybe this will help you out. That is like the rudest I would be. And that is me giving feedback without them asking me for it. And again, in private, I would send them a private message. I wouldn't like put them on blast about it. Which is why I was really disappointed when people were posting on Facebook. They were posting the performance and then making fun of the performer. And a lot of the comments in the comment section were, just taking cheap shots. Not even anything constructive, like things that he could have done better. The majority of the comments were basically like, this guy's basically a jerk for not practicing and going out and taking the gig anyway. So I've had a couple people actually reach out to me and kind of explain that are in the know a little bit, not with the specifics of this particular instance, but people that have worked the clown or kids entertainment circuit specifically as a sponsored performer for McDonald's, and they have told me that number one, you don't make very much money. So there's people in these comment sections saying like, oh, this guy just like is laughing his way to the bank. He didn't even practice and he took this gig and he's probably making like $1 bajillion. From what I understand, these Ronald McDonald entertainers are pretty much making in a 40-hour work week what someone making minimum wage would make. So they're pretty much making like $400 or $500 a week, going to different little events and doing, you know, Ronald McDonald. Now they're only working a couple hours a day, so one could argue that they're still doing better than like the burger flipper that's working at McDonald's, right? But they're not doing like this guy isn't laughing his way to the bank in the sense that he's like taking home like thousands of dollars at the end of this event. And again, I don't know the specifics of this in particular event. I mean, for all I know, this person could have been hired specifically for this event. But if I was willing to guess based on the information that I've been told from other people that are kind of in the know, is that these performers are basically, you know, hired to do children's entertainment, sometimes maybe with no background in actual magic. Like they might have like a performing entertaining background or a theater background or something like that. Maybe they know magic, but they're not like professional magicians, right? Maybe they've only been doing magic for a little while and this is like their way of, you know, breaking into like the entertainment, you know, community. So oftentimes a lot of these performers are not even really like professional magicians. They're just, you know, people that were hired to do these, to take on these gigs. Now, if you want to argue whether or not they should or shouldn't have taken the gig based on the practice, that's a different story. But, you know, in some cases it's like, you know, I gotta work, I gotta pay the rent, I gotta eat, you know, I gotta take care of my family, whatever, you know, so sometimes you do what you gotta do. And the bottom line is that there are a lot of comments that were just like pretty bad. And when I say pretty bad, like not just like, oh wow, like that kind of sucked, but like, you know, actually there was a comment, I'm gonna paraphrase it, but it was something along the lines of wow, that Ronald McDonald really killed this performance. Now maybe it's time for him to go kill himself. Like, you're really making a comment, a joke about someone should go commit suicide because of a bad magic performance. I don't know, it just rubs me the wrong way and I don't know what to even say about it. So let me see if I remember how to pull up, where the heck are I know that there was a couple comments. Where the hell are the comments? Sorry guys, it's been a while since I've gone live. I thought that you just like bring them up here. I'm touching the screen, it's not letting me do it. Live chat, oh there we go. Okay, cool, I turned it on. All right, so Bob Possible says, I hope your allergies clear up soon. Thank you. It's a summertime thing. It's going to be like this all summer probably. I don't know if I have hay fever or what, but sorry. Here we go. This actually clears up all the questions I had about why someone would go through with that performance. I think I had gone through with it. If I was in that man's shoes too, you got to eat. Yeah, it's exactly it. Like, I don't think that this guy was like, oh, you know what would be really cool is if I learned Chop Cup and then like my performance is tomorrow, but like, man, like I just saw this Paul Daniels video and like that looked really cool, like maybe I can do a Paul Daniels thing, right? And then learned the routine and then performed it the next day. Like, I don't think that that's what happened. I'm pretty sure that this guy is just not a magician. It would be like if I, you know, sold a magic trick to someone in the magic shop, because I've had people buy like cups and balls before and I teach them the routine and then like a week later someone asks them like, hey, I know that you're learning magic, right? Like, could you come do this event for us or whatever? And they go and do the cups and balls trick. Like, they're not a professional magician that bought the trick with the intention of going to perform it. Maybe they just that's one of the 4 tricks that they know. And when asked to do the event, they were told like, okay, this is the trick that we want you to do for the kids, you know. Maybe McDonald's should be hiring professional magicians to do these things. Maybe McDonald's should be paying more. Maybe McDonald's should be paying, you know, $2,000 a gig for like a 30-minute show for these kids entertainers to go out and put on, you know, excellent shows. If that's what McDonald's wants, I'm gonna guess that McDonald's doesn't want to pay for any of this, and if they even paid this person at all, I'm guessing that this person is probably not making very much money to take these gigs. For those of you that are saying like, oh, they get paid excellently, if that was the case, I think a lot more people would be doing this Ronald McDonald gig. I would do it, and I'm not even really a kids entertainer. I mean, I do kids magic, but I would take the gig. I would dress up like Ronald McDonald in a heartbeat if it was paying me well enough. I'm gonna guess it probably doesn't. So again, this is just from people that are sort of in the know. Sorry, I know my hand keeps going in front of the screen. I'm trying to bring up the comments. This is people that are just sort of in the know. They don't know the specifics of this situation, but they have worked for the Ronald McDonald Company before doing this kind of stuff. So they had a little bit more insight on it than I do. Is it Night Sky Mare? You the man. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it. Bob Possible. I really wish I knew a way to reach out to that performer. I would love to give him or some performance reinforcement after saying a lot of those terrible words. I'm also in those groups. Yeah, I'm sure you've seen them. If you're watching this video and you're not sure what I'm talking about, if you're in the Magicians Only group on Facebook, there's been a couple of posts about it. I don't know if they're still there or not. I know one of them got pulled down. I know the person that made the death, like the suicide joke or whatever, took it down. So I'm not sure what else is up or not. There's 6 of us in here. If you guys have any questions for me, I'm gonna answer questions for like the next 5 minutes, and then I do gotta go. I gotta get dressed. I got my costume in the back seat over here. Gotta toss that on, and then I gotta walk in because I am at the magic shop today. If anyone's gonna be at Disneyland today, I'm here until 4:30, so you're welcome to come check me out. I am at the Main Street Magic Shop demonstrating magic tricks today at the magic shop. So you guys are welcome to come in and see me. Live chat's on. Okay. You guys have any questions before I go? I just wanted to talk about the whole situation today. I'm going to check my DM on Facebook. I'm sure I've got more people. I've already had a couple people slide into my DMs to tell me that they didn't appreciate my rant video. And that they didn't appreciate that I've been picking my nose, because apparently that's like more important than the actual content of the video itself. So if you're triggered by someone going every 3 minutes, don't watch the video, because I do it like 3 or 4 times in that video. All right, I saw another comment here. Have a great day at work. Thanks for helping the magic world stay positive. Thanks, Bob Possible. I appreciate you, buddy. If there's nothing else, I'm gonna go ahead and hop out of here. The video is from 6 years ago, so it's not even like a recent thing. It's like someone dug up a video from like that long ago. See, like, oh my god, I'm telling you guys, sometimes magicians are like bored. Like, magicians are just, I don't know. Like, how bored do we have to be that we're digging up a video from like 6 years ago? Is that true? Is the Ronald McDonald video from like 6 years ago? Because if that's true, then it's even worse than I thought, because it's not even like a recent thing. Like, I don't have any of the background on the video. All I know is like the rant wasn't about the video itself. That's why, like, I just gave a little bit of context at the beginning to say like what video I'm talking about. Ronald McDonald character doing a magic trick, and the magic trick wasn't very good. That was all the context that you kind of needed. The point of the rant was more about like the magic community making fun of this person, and not just making fun of them, but not just making fun of them, but like actually saying some pretty bad stuff. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm too soft, but like I'm trying to get people to understand, like, with the magic community, there's a certain sense of entitlement. Like the magicians in the magic community feel like they are like the magic police. Like they're the ones that get to pick and choose what magic is good and what magic isn't good. And if someone is not performing good magic, that they feel like they're entitled to tell that person that they can't perform until they've gotten better. They feel personally slighted, as if like if I was to go out and perform a magic trick terribly, they feel it is their obligation to come to me and tell me to stop performing that magic trick because it's ruining it for them. First of all, it's not really anyone's, you know, job or right to do that. Like, you don't get to tell me what magic I'm allowed to and not allowed to perform. If I go out and I perform terrible magic, that's going to hurt me. I'm not going to get booked as much, you know, whatever, right? If you want to offer constructive feedback to help me out, totally open to that. But you don't get to tell me if I'm allowed to perform good magic or bad magic or whatever. Like, especially if the person performing the magic isn't trying to be a professional magician. Like again, I work here at the magic shop at Disneyland, and I have people all day, every day, buying magic, and they walk out of the store, and in the back of my mind, I'm like, they're probably going to practice this for maybe 15-20 minutes. They might perform it for one or two of their friends, and then they're probably never going to touch it again. And that's okay. Like, there are some people that you can tell are really into magic, and they really are going to want to you know, actually learn the art of magic, learn how to perform, learn how to get better, learn how to go out and show people magic tricks, maybe start doing street magic, maybe, you know, maybe they might do a party like in their backyard or something like that. But like, not everyone is like that. Some people might just want to do magic for the sake of doing magic, and I see a lot of times someone will post a video of a magic trick and then it'll just get ripped to shreds by the community, and it's like, don't worry about it. Just let them be them. If they want constructive feedback, you can reach out to them and ask if they want it. And if they don't, that's it. That's the end of the story, right? Don't post it on Facebook and make fun of that person on Facebook. Because especially, like if you're just some like 13-year-old kid and you're trolling, whatever. Like, I'm not gonna even argue with you. But if you're like a well-established performer that everyone in the magic community knows and looks up to, and you're posting this shit, shame on you. Shame on you. How many people come into the trick and try to show you the 21 card trick? Not too often. Every so often I'll have someone come into the magic shop and want to show me something, and there's been a couple times that it's like, okay, all right, you're doing the 21 card trick, right? Or some variation of like a super self-working easy magic trick. And then there's been a couple times where I'm just like, wait, what? Do that again. And they like fooled me with it, right? So you'd be surprised. What I do get more often than not, believe it or not, is people that are Magic Castle members coming into the magic shop and telling me that they're Magic Castle members, showing me their Magic Castle pass, and then asking either for a discount on product because they're castle members, or they will say, if you would like to go to the Magic Castle sometime, here's my card. You can go ahead and give me a call. And I'm just like, I'm a member of the Magic Castle. I know I'm demonstrating the Svengali deck right now, but like, all of us in here are professional magicians, like, also outside of this place. I know that I'm demoing UFO and Svengali deck and like D-lights essentially, but just because I'm demoing the easy stuff, you know, it doesn't mean that like I don't know what I'm doing as a magician. And I don't expect everyone to know who I am. I know in the magic community some people know who I am, but a lot of people probably don't. I'm just some guy. But like there's a certain smugness about some of the castle members that come in. And I'm not saying all castle members are like this, but there are definitely a few that have done this. Magic of Keelan, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. Bob Possible, I feel this. Everyone has been super nice to me, but I've seen some people say a lot of horrible things to Max Maggi about the cube thing being irrelevant. Yeah, Max Maggi's a good kid. He really wants to... The problem with Max is that he really wants to be the next magic creator, but he's not spending the time to learn and really, you know, put out a good solid release. He wants to create a magic trick and then put it on the market right away. Is it my job to police that and say you can't do that? No. If I was to say that, then I'd be a hypocrite. Same reason for the performing bad magic situation. I think that it is up to magic dealers to screen for certain tricks that they want to sell and don't want to sell. This is a thing that Craig Petty has ranted about a lot on his channel. I'm somewhere in the middle. I don't think that people should be allowed. I don't think that. Sorry, let me make sure I say this the right way. I don't think that people should be told what they are and are not allowed to post, as long as they're not obviously like posting someone else's material. Like if I came up with a magic trick and sold it on Penguin Magic, but it wasn't mine, obviously I'm going to say, look, you can't post that. That's not yours. You don't have the right to post that. That's a different story. But if someone comes up with a trick and it truly is original, but it's not very good, it's not very well thought out, the lighting and camera work is not very good, the teaching is not very good, I don't think someone should have the right to tell that person, you can't post that, you're ruining magic for the magic community. But I do think that there is a certain quality control aspect that magic dealers should have when it comes to stuff like that. Like I would have no problem, because it's happened to me. I've submitted things to like Theory 11 and Penguin Magic, and they're just like, yeah, I can't really post that because of XYZ reason, right? Either the method is a little not original enough, you're teaching something in there that you don't really have the permission to teach, or look, Michael, like, I'm happy that you came up with this trick, but it's just not very good. Excuse me. I've had that happen to me before. Not everyone has like a, brilliant trick. Even me, I've posted some things that, or submitted, I should say, some things that just weren't very good. And so they didn't get posted. And that's fine. No problem with that. But to go back to Max, you can tell, wants to be the next, like, Dan Harlan, or like the next, who's another like really popular, like the next Jay Sankey. He just wants to like post a bunch of stuff, and a lot of the stuff he hasn't really quite worked out. I do like his Rubik's Cube thing with like the string. I don't know how it works. I like that he is very proud of it, and I like that people like it. Would I ever perform it? No. But then, there it is. I'm not going to buy the download because it's not something that I would add to my act. It's not something that I'm going to use. So it is what it is. If he's posting stuff, good for him. I think people forget that you're the guy that they learned ninja rings from. Maybe, I don't know. I don't even claim to be like super amazing at the linking rings. I think that Matthew Garrett's routine is such an amazing routine, and I just happened to have a video of mine performing it go viral, and then I just became known as the guy that does it. But I wouldn't say that I'm even the best linking rings. Matthew Garrett is better than me at it. Shutagawa is definitely better than me at it. I don't like this. There should be a way to keep these comments here so I don't have to keep going back and looking for them. I sincerely hope you stay as humble. I can't even talk. I sincerely hope I stay as humble as you. Your attitude is amazing. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Magic Aquilin says, magic community is egotistical at times, but this is across the board. I did pro wrestling, and I do comedy as well. It happens there too. Just surrounding yourself with good people. Yeah, I agree. It's not like a magic exclusive thing. I think it's a social media thing more than anything. People feel emboldened to say stuff that they wouldn't say to you in person because they're hiding behind a keyboard. Definitely. I'm gonna probably let you guys go now just because I got to get to work. How did you become a magician? Go to Craig Penny's channel, Magic TV. It's just called Magic TV with Craig Petty. He actually interviewed me on his channel, and I go into a whole thing about how I got into magic. I highly recommend you check that out. Sorry, I just don't have time to say that all here. I'll say goodbye to the last few people. Magic Minute, what's up, man? I see what you mean. I bought his cube just to be supportive. I don't use cubes. and I'll likely donate it, but I had to help the kid. He's very happy in his videos. Yeah, like he's doing good. I mean, he's the magic that he's putting out isn't top tier stuff, but I don't expect it to be. He's only been doing magic for a little while, and he's really young. I think he's like 15, something like that. So I mean, he has his whole career ahead of him. I think by the time he's been doing magic for like 10 years, he's gonna have some great stuff. The issue is just trying to put stuff out early. Like, you know, you've only been doing magic for like 2 years and you're trying to release product. Maybe he needs to wait a little bit, but again, that's not my place to tell him that. That's something he needs to figure out himself. Anyway, guys, I gotta go because like I only got 15 minutes. I gotta walk my ass all the way to the magic shop now. So I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you so much for joining me here on the live. If you joined, if you haven't already watched my my rant video that just came out today, please go watch it and let me know what you guys think. Let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know if I'm just too soft, or if I'm a snowflake or a libtard or whatever people like to call me these days. Let me know. Or let me know if you agree. I'm doing my best to just nip all of the negativity as much as possible in the butt so that it doesn't blossom into just like hate stuff. But anyways, I'll catch you guys next time. Take care.